You've harvested the last of your summer crops, the beds are looking bare, and it's tempting to call it a season. But here's the truth most gardeners miss. What you do right now, in the fall, is what determines whether your garden struggles or thrives next spring. Think of soil like a savings account. You've been withdrawing all summer long with every tomato, every pepper, every cucumber you pulled from the earth. If you don't make a deposit before winter, you'll wake up to a soil balance that's dangerously low. And no matter how many seeds you sow, they won't perform in a starved soil. Fall fertilizers are your deposit, and if you get them right, you'll set yourself up for explosive growth and healthier plants the moment spring returns. Fall is the perfect time to rebuild soil strength. Here's why fall fertilization works so well. Plants may be slowing down, but your soil is still alive and buzzing under the surface. Microbes, fungi, and earthworms don't stop working just because the air cools. When you add organic amendments now, they quietly break them down all winter long. By the time your crops wake up, those nutrients are already plant-ready. You're not forcing growth in the cold, you're preparing the dinner table so roots have a feast waiting for them in spring. Organic matter is the foundation of fall fertility. Compost, leaf mold, or well-aged manure, these not only return nutrients, but improve the soil structure so it holds water and oxygen better. A rich, crumbly soil means roots can stretch deep and wide without resistance. Think of it as conditioning your soil, not just feeding it. If you only add synthetic nutrients, you miss the whole picture of soil health. But when you blend organic matter with targeted amendments, that's when the magic happens. In fall, quick fixes are useless. They'll just wash out with rain and snow. Instead, go for slow-release amendments. Bone meal is excellent for phosphorus, which strengthens root systems. Green sand or wood ash provides potassium, which builds disease resistance and hardiness. Rock phosphate is a long-term phosphorus source that quietly breaks down over months. These materials don't vanish. They stick around, waiting to fuel your spring crops right when they need it most. Don't make the mistake of starving your soil of nitrogen completely. Yes, heavy nitrogen now can cause plants to push tender new growth that frost will kill, but the soil itself still needs a steady feed. Cover crops like clover or vetch fix nitrogen naturally and double as green manure when tilled under in spring. Gentle amendments like alfalfa meal or feather meal provide a slow trickle of nitrogen to keep your soil biology thriving without spiking tender leaf growth. If your garden beds are empty, a cover crop is hands down one of the smartest moves you can make. Rye, oats, clover, and field peas protect your soil from erosion, trap leftover nutrients, and add biomass when cut down in spring. Legume cover crops even enrich your soil by pulling nitrogen straight out of the air. It's free fertilizer, and it's one of the oldest tricks in the book for serious gardeners who want long-term fertility. So here's the bottom line. Fall fertilizers aren't about pushing growth now. They're about supercharging the soil so it's locked and loaded when the growing season returns. Add organic matter, rely on slow-release nutrients, balance your nitrogen, and don't underestimate the power of cover crops. Do this before winter, and your soil will reward you tenfold. If this guide gave you real value, subscribe to Botanical Bliss and share it with fellow gardeners. Great gardens don't start in spring, they start in fall.